You're about to discover why everything you've been doing to manifest your desires has been working against you. And once you understand this quantum principle, your entire reality will reorganize itself in ways that will leave you breathless. What I'm about to share isn't for everyone. In fact, most people will scroll past this moment, this exact frequency transmission, because they're not ready to surrender the very thing that's been blocking their greatest manifestations. But you're still here, which means something in your consciousness recognized this as the missing piece you've been searching for. I need you to understand something profound that completely transformed my relationship with reality. For years, I was doing everything the manifestation teachers told me to do. I was visualizing, affirming, scripting, feeling into my desires with every ounce of my being. I was chasing my manifestations with an intensity that felt like devotion, but was actually desperation in disguise. And the universe kept delivering the same experience over and over, opportunities that came close but never quite materialized, synchronicities that led nowhere, a constant state of almost but not quite. I was trapped in what I now understand as the paradox frequency, where the very act of chasing pushes away what we seek. Then one morning, I had an experience that shattered everything I thought I knew about manifestation. I woke up exhausted, completely depleted from years of trying to force my reality into alignment with my desires. In that moment of absolute surrender, not the spiritual bypassing kind of surrender that's really just giving up with resentment, but a genuine release of all attachment to outcomes, something extraordinary happened. Within hours, I received a message about an opportunity I'd been pursuing for months. Within days, money showed up from completely unexpected sources. Within weeks, my entire life had reorganized itself around the exact reality I'd been trying so desperately to create. This wasn't coincidence. This was quantum mechanics in action. And once you understand the physics of consciousness that govern how reality responds to your energetic signature, you'll never chase another desire again. Here's what's actually happening in the quantum field when you chase your desires. Your consciousness operates as both a transmitter and receiver of frequency. When you're in a state of chasing, pursuing, desperately wanting something you don't currently have, you're broadcasting a very specific frequency signature. That signature contains an energetic imprint of lack, of not having, of incompleteness. And here's the crucial part that most manifestation teachers get wrong. The quantum field doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you are. When you chase a desire, you collapse the wave function of infinite possibility into a singular timeline where that desire exists over there, separate from you, always just out of reach. You're literally creating the experience of distance between yourself and your manifestation through the very act of reaching for it. This is why the harder you try, the further away your desires seem to move. You're not doing something wrong. You're actually demonstrating perfect mastery of quantum creation. You're just creating the wrong reality. The moment you stop chasing, something profound happens in your consciousness matrix. You begin to emit a completely different frequency signature, one of wholeness, completeness, already having. This isn't about pretending you have something you don't. This is about recognizing that in the quantum field, all possibilities exist simultaneously right now. The version of you living your desired reality already exists. The version of you with the relationship, the abundance, the success, the freedom you seek isn't a future possibility. It's a present reality, occupying a different frequency band. When I stopped chasing, I discovered something that changed everything for me. I realized that my desires weren't actually mine at all. They were impulses from my higher self. breadcrumbs from the version of me already living that reality, calling me into alignment. The desire itself is proof that the reality already exists. You cannot desire something that isn't already vibrationally matched to your consciousness. This is a fundamental law of the quantum field. Your desires are actually memories of parallel timelines bleeding through into your current awareness. Think about that for a moment. Every desire you have is actually your higher dimensional self showing you what's already available in your expanded consciousness. The feeling of wanting isn't a signal that you lack something. It's a recognition frequency, your consciousness detecting a reality that already exists and inviting you to tune into that frequency band. When you chase the desire, you're focusing on the distance between your current frequency and that reality's frequency. When you stop chasing and simply allow yourself to be the frequency of that reality right now, you instantaneously collapse the quantum distance. I started experimenting with this principle in small ways at first. Instead of chasing a specific opportunity, I would embody the frequency of someone who already had opportunities flowing to them effortlessly. I didn't visualize the opportunity coming to me. I simply existed as if I was already the version of myself for whom opportunities were constant and natural. Within 48 hours, 3 unexpected opportunities presented themselves. This wasn't manifestation in the traditional sense. This was timeline shifting through frequency alignment. The universe operates on a matching principle that's far more precise than most people realize. Everything in existence is frequency first, form second. Before anything manifests in physical reality, it exists as a frequency pattern in the quantum field. Your consciousness is constantly scanning infinite frequency bands, and you perceive as real whatever frequency you're predominantly tuned into. When you chase a desire, you're tuned into the frequency of not having. When you embody the state of already being, you tune into the frequency where that reality already exists, and your physical experience reorganizes to match. This is why the fastest manifestations happen when you completely let go of attachment to outcomes. Attachment is resistance. Attachment says this specific thing must happen in this specific way at this specific time, or else I'm not complete. That energy signature tells the quantum field that you're incomplete, and incompleteness becomes your manifested experience. When you release attachment, you're not giving up on your desires. You're actually claiming them energetically by embodying the frequency of someone who is so abundant, so fulfilled, so complete that whether this specific desire manifests or not, you're still whole. Let me share the exact process that shifted everything for me. The technique that allows you to stop chasing and start embodying. This isn't a visualization exercise. This isn't an affirmation practice. This is a quantum frequency alignment protocol that works at the level of consciousness architecture. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and bring to mind the desire you've been chasing. Don't visualize having it. Don't imagine how it will feel when it arrives. Instead, notice the energetic quality of chasing itself. Feel the reaching, the wanting, the gap between here and there. This is important. You're not trying to change this feeling. You're simply becoming aware of its frequency signature. Now ask yourself this question and wait for the answer to arise from your deeper knowing, not your thinking mind. Who would I be if I had been living with this desire, fulfilled for so long that I'd forgotten I ever wanted it? Let that identity emerge. This version of you isn't excited about having the thing. They've integrated it so completely into their reality that it's just normal. They're not grateful for it in a way that implies it's special or rare. It's simply part of their natural abundance. This is the frequency you're looking for: naturalness, normalcy, integrated wholeness. Begin to breathe as this version of you breathes. Not deeply and consciously like you're doing a breathing exercise, but naturally, effortlessly, like someone who has nothing to prove and nothing to chase. Notice how your body wants to position itself. The you who has been living your desired reality for years probably doesn't sit with tension and forward-leaning urgency. They probably settle back, open, relaxed, easeful. Let your body show you the physical signature of this frequency. Your body is an antenna, and it knows exactly how to tune into any frequency you choose. Stay in this embodiment for at least 3 minutes, but not in a striving way. Simply be this version of you. Notice thoughts that arise from this frequency. The you who already has what you desire thinks completely different thoughts than the you who's chasing. Those thoughts aren't about getting or achieving. They're about enjoying, expanding, creating from abundance rather than toward abundance. And this is the shift that changes everything. When you open your eyes, don't immediately start looking for evidence that something has shifted. This is crucial. The moment you start checking for results, you've dropped back into chasing frequency. Instead, simply continue being the version of you who already has what you desire, integrated so naturally into your life that you're not thinking about it. Go about your day as this version of you would go about their day. Make decisions from this frequency. Speak from this frequency. Move through the world as someone who is already living the reality you desire. What happens next is where the magic of quantum mechanics reveals itself. The universe will begin delivering synchronicities, opportunities, people, resources, and circumstances that match the frequency you're embodying. But here's what's actually occurring. You're not attracting these things to you. You're shifting into the timeline where these things are already present in your experience. This is why it feels so natural and easy when it happens. There's no force, no effort, no chasing. Things simply unfold with a sense of rightness and perfect timing. I've watched this principle work in my own life hundreds of times now, and every single time, the manifestation arrives with a quality of naturalness that feels nothing like getting something you wanted and everything like remembering something you'd forgotten. There's no breathless excitement of finally having something. There's a quiet recognition of, yes, of course, this is how it's always been. This is the signature of true quantum shifting versus traditional manifestation. The desires you've been chasing aren't random wishes. They're frequency beacons from your highest timeline, the version of your life that represents your greatest expansion and fullest expression. Every time you feel desire, you're receiving a transmission from your future self, or more accurately, your parallel present self on a different frequency band. That version of you is living the reality you desire right now. And the desire you feel is their way of showing you that this frequency is available for you to tune into. When you chase the desire, you're essentially telling that higher version of yourself, I see you over there, I want to get to where you are. But quantum mechanics doesn't work through distance and travel. It works through frequency and alignment. You don't get to that reality. You become the frequency of that reality, and your experience instantly reflects that frequency. This is why the moment you stop chasing is the moment everything shifts. You're no longer trying to get somewhere. You're claiming the frequency of already being there. I discovered something else profound about this principle. The things we chase most desperately are usually the things we believe will finally make us enough, whole, worthy, or complete. We think if we get the relationship, we'll finally be lovable. If we get the money, we'll finally be secure. If we get the recognition, we'll finally be valuable. But this creates an impossible paradox. We're trying to get something external, to prove something internal, and the universe can only deliver to us what we already are energetically. This is why the moment you stop chasing and claim your wholeness now, regardless of what you have or don't have, everything you've been chasing begins to flow to you. Not because you finally did the right manifestation technique, but because you've stopped contradicting your natural state of abundance with the frequency of lack. Your natural state is wholeness. Abundance is your birthright. Effortless creation is your true nature. Chasing is learned behavior based on the illusion that you're separate from what you desire. The universe isn't testing you. It isn't making you prove your worth. It isn't requiring you to suffer or struggle or chase. The universe is a perfect mirror of your consciousness frequency. When you chase, it shows you more to chase. When you embody already having, it shows you having. This isn't a reward system, this is pure physics. You are a frequency generator, and your reality is the holographic projection of whatever frequency you're predominantly broadcasting. Every moment you spend in chasing frequency is a moment you're tuning out of the timeline where your desires are already fulfilled. This isn't meant to make you feel bad about the chasing you've done. Understanding this is actually incredibly empowering because it means you can shift your entire reality in a single moment. You don't have to do months or years of healing work. You don't have to clear every limiting belief. You simply have to choose a different frequency right now. This is what changed everything for me. I stopped waiting to be ready. I stopped trying to heal enough to deserve my desires. I simply started being the version of me who already had what I wanted, and I let reality catch up. And it did, faster than I could have imagined. The job offer I'd been chasing for 8 months came through 3 days after I completely let it go and embodied the frequency of someone who already had abundant career opportunities. The relationship I'd been desperately trying to manifest showed up the week after I stopped looking and started being the version of myself who was already deeply loved. The money I'd been struggling to attract began flowing from unexpected sources the moment I stopped trying to force it and simply existed as someone for whom money flows naturally. You have to understand, these weren't coincidences. This is how quantum mechanics works. The field responds to your frequency instantly. The lag time between frequency shift and physical manifestation is simply the time it takes for your reality to reorganize all the physical components necessary to reflect your new frequency. But the moment you shift frequency, the quantum field has already reorganized. The manifestation is already done at the energetic level. The physical appearance is just the final step of a process that's already complete. This is why you can feel when something has shifted before you see any evidence. At a deep level, that something fundamental has changed. That knowing is you detecting the quantum shift that's already occurred. The physical evidence will follow because it has to. Energy always manifests as matter, given enough time. But the creation happens at the frequency level, not the physical level. You don't create by doing. You create by being. So, here's what I want you to understand as you move forward from this moment. Every desire you have is a call from a higher version of yourself, inviting you to expand into a new frequency of being. The desire isn't a problem to solve or a goal to achieve. It's a frequency to embody. The moment you shift from chasing the desire to being the frequency of already having it, your entire reality begins to reorganize around that frequency. Opportunities appear, synchronicities multiply, people show up, resources materialize. Not because you're finally doing manifestation right, but because you've tuned into the frequency where these things already exist. You don't have to know how it will happen. You don't have to figure out the path. The quantum field contains infinite pathways, and the moment you claim a new frequency, the path that matches that frequency illuminates itself. Your job isn't to make it happen. Your job is to be the frequency of it already having happened. The universe handles all the details of physical manifestation. You handle the frequency alignment. This is your invitation to stop chasing. Not because chasing is wrong or bad, but because it's the one thing preventing you from receiving everything you've been seeking. Your desires are already yours in the quantum field, every single one of them. They're just waiting for you to tune into the frequency where they exist. And the moment you stop reaching for them and start being them, they collapse from possibility into your experienced reality. You are not here to chase. You are here to embody. You are not here to seek. You are here to claim. You are not here to prove your worthiness. You are here to remember your natural state of absolute abundance. The version of you living your dream reality already exists. They're not in your future. They're in your now, on a different frequency band. And you can tune into that frequency in this very moment. Stop chasing your desires and watch how quickly the universe delivers everything you've been seeking. Not because the universe suddenly decided you were worthy, but because you finally aligned with the frequency where those desires already exist as your living reality. You are a quantum being having a physical experience. You are consciousness creating reality through frequency. And in this moment, you have the power to shift into any frequency you choose. Choose the frequency of already having and watch your reality reorganize itself to match. This is your power. This is your truth. This is who you really are.